Hi all, welcome back to my channel. If you come across this video, right, this is really targeted just for Mag, a subscriber of mine who asked me a question. I said I'd try and find that video about the seat. I can't find it anywhere, so I thought I'd make you a new one real quick. Alright, like I said, if you just come across this video, some of the content might seem confusing to you because it is really aimed at just one person, right? But you might find it useful, right? But it's not a normal type of video. But anyway, I've explained that now. So this one's for you, Mag, right? But I will mention it in bits in case other people come across. Right, the Easy Light 10 by Sea Eagle, the seat that comes with it, right? As Mag was saying, it's horrible, and I agreed. Right? This is like a generic seat you can pick up. I mean, these sort of seats are all over the place, right? These big high seats. Ignore that bit of Velcro there, right? I stuck that on because I'd had when I first got it, I'd like put a seat on it, and I put a bit of Velcro to keep it in place. A cushion, not a seat, a cushion. But yeah, as you'll know, but we'll mention it anyway, the back part is real high up, and it's hard. It gives you loads of support, but it doesn't have to dig into your back, as you know, Mag. Right? And you had the same complaint as me. It was so uncomfortable. And the seat part, yeah, it's got foam in, but once again, it's really hard and uncomfortable. And as I said, you said you wanted an upgrade. I said I'd already done one, but I couldn't find the video. That's why I'm making you this. Right. Anyone who don't know, it's got a backpack, right? Just to put your bits and pieces in, which detaches. But this bit, when it's all, you basically, as it's fastened in, when you pull these side straps, which are all clipped in at the moment, but as you pull the side straps, this pulls in round you. Right, but with it being so hard and the seat area, it is so uncomfortable. So anyhow, Mag, as I said to you, I upgraded, right? But I can't find the video, so like I said, I made you this one. And I got the Aquamarine. Right, I'll deal with the seat first because that is the important bit, right? What I really liked about this seat area is straight away, if I go around the back, right, wrong side, oops, don't drop it, George, right, it has a zip, right, it comes with a nice big piece of padding inside, which is alright, you know what I mean, for most, but I wanted more, but because it unzips, right, which side did I put it at? Oh, the front, obviously. I put a gel cushion seat on the inside as well, right? And I'll tell you what, you can sit on that all day and 2 nights. It is so padded and comfortable on your backside. It's really, really nice. Right, like I said, there's enough room in there once I'd undone that zip to fit that gel seat in, no problem. Right, what I did do when I bought the gel seat for it, right, it was too big. Right, so I basically sat it on top and just cut the gel off till it fit the size and then slid it in. Right, you might have a smaller gel seat, but I'd bought one that was too big. Right, what I also like is the sides. You don't just, well, I'll tell you about the back first of all. It's cushioned, it's actually padded, and so the side is, and the back. To give you an idea about size wise, if I hold them up side by side at the bottom, so they're levelish at the bottom, you can see this one, the one that comes with a Sea Eagle, is a huge back, and it is uncomfortable, and it digs into your PFD, your life jacket, and it's horrible. But like I said, the sides on this, which I haven't had a problem with, I know somebody will say, oh, a zip, it might split, but they are good, strong zips. I mean, I'm yanking at this with one hand. And trying to do when it's sat in the boat, this is much easier, I'll tell you. But the zips just come up. And what I really like about this is you can leave it all strapped in your boat, right? And if you want to lay back, which you'd have seen in some of my videos, I'm literally laid flat on the boat with my legs out, just sunbathing. All you do is undo the zip, alright, and literally what I've done is just undo the zip, that flops down, and I've just laid back, and when I want to, I sit up, fasten it up again. It has a couple of bits of Velcro on the bottom, alright. Comes with that because the boat it's actually designed for, right, actually has Velcro on the actual boat itself, on the deck, and it sort of like sticks onto it, but don't do any harm to your Easy Light 10. I'll also mention these straps first of all. The straps for strapping it in, you'll see here, right, at the moment I have duct tape wrapped around because the straps are really big. And once I'd got it to the correct size I want, so I know it's going to be the same size every time when I put it in, all I did was fold up the rest of the strap and just put some duct tape around, just so it's not flapping about. Now I know, sit the seat in, I know exactly where to clip it in, and I ain't got any extra bits flapping about, but that's just an optional thing. These front ones, where it comes around to the front to connect in, I've left loose so you can make minor adjustments, especially when you're sitting down, because if you're going to lay down like I just showed you, you do have to loosen the front ones as well, not just undo the zip. That's something else I will point out, just in case somebody says, while this is zipped up, Mag, you've also got your front strap holding it in place, so you're not putting all the pressure with your back onto the zip. You've still got your strap holding it, alright, so you've got extra support. It's not just the zip holding you up, alright, you've got the strap as well. Okay, so it's not gonna, the zip ain't gonna split if you lean back on it because the strap's keeping it in place. There you go. Also has a back pouch. It does not come off. It's a little bit smaller, but what I do like, it has two little side pouches where you can put a bottle of water, or well, you can put whatever you want in, right? But two little water drip, made out of mesh type thing, but very, very strong. Couple of bottles of water or your tripod. Sometimes I put my tripod in one, right? And like I said, I'm not going to open it. A little bag, and well, that's it then, Mag. Right, but yeah. The cushion that it has inside is good enough. It's good enough for a day's paddling, right? I just wanted a bit extra padding, right? And that's why I'm not going to show you again, right? Undo that zip, slid the gel seat in, and now I've got, and it's so, I mean, you could sit on it for hours and hours and hours. It's so comfortable now. But it was comfortable anyway with that little bit of padding, but not wrong with an upgrade. Also, whoops, with this back being a little bit lower, it's not as uncomfortable. When you're paddling, you've got full free motion of your shoulders and everything. You ain't got something digging into the back of your neck. And like I said, this is padded too. This is all padded. Right? I don't put anything behind my back, just this seat. Right? With that one, I started off straight away with some sort of back support. I used a lumbar support for what you get for like an office chair. You'll see that in some of my videos actually, this big lumbar support thing. But that turned out to be useless, and that's when I got this upgrade to this aquamarine one. And I'll tell you what, it's brilliant. And the bag I bought for the kayak, I've already done bits and pieces on that, you'd find it. The bag that's got wheels, because this is a bit smaller, this folds up perfectly and just sits inside the bag, no problem, on top of my boat. But yeah, so there you go then, Mag. I will try. I know you're in a different country, but I'll try and leave a link to it. And I say try because all of a sudden YouTube, I mean, it might have been something that everybody knows about, but all of a sudden YouTube saying you have to verify yourself somehow by videoing yourself. And if you don't, you can't leave links, you can't this, you can't that. And it's a bit weird, because I got a message up saying you've got no history on your channel. And I thought, I've had my channel over 10 years, how much more bloody history do you need? But that's for another story. So yeah, there you go then, Mag. And for anybody else, this is a seat that comes with the Easy Light 10. Like I said, you pick this style of seat up all over the bloody place. They must be the cheapest sort of seat on the planet, right? And they're rock hard, they're uncomfortable because they're quite high. They're right up on your back, right? Your life jacket's in the road. They're just horrible, right? And the seating part is so hard and uncomfortable. Yeah, there's a bit of padding in it. It has got a bit of padding, but no, it's bloody horrible. And yeah, so I mean, I've used this about 3 or 4 times, and that was it. You get me? So it's still brand new. I don't know why I'm keeping it. I should sell it on eBay, but like I said, they're all over the place. You get me? These are all over the place, and they're horrible. I wouldn't want to advertise this on eBay as like kayak seat, blah 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 blah, padded this, padded, because you couldn't sell it by going kayak seat, but it's rubbish. I don't think anyone's going to buy it. But I would not want to advertise this seat because I wouldn't wish it on anybody. You get me? So it's just chucked in the back, basically. You get me? So there you go. End of video, Mag. Hope this helps. Right? And if anybody else come across this, we are actually talking about the Sea Eagle Easy Light 10. The seat that comes with it. I should point out it's a fantastic kayak, right? Little bit annoyed with Sea Eagle though, because when they released the Sea Eagle Easy Light 10, it was brand new, right? Pushing the adverts out, so to speak. And I was the first person in the UK to actually own one. And you try to support a company, and then less than a year later they brought out an upgraded one, exactly the same boat, but they've tweaked it and made it a little bit better. And there is 1 or 2 things about it, the new upgrade one, which is really nice. But you get me, so that's a bit annoying. You get me, but it's not just them, other places. Kayak did it to me. I bought me Kayak. And just 4 months later they brought another one out, exactly the same but about 15 kilograms lighter, something like that. And I was so annoyed. But what can you do? Companies do things like that, don't they? Annoy people. Okay then, Mags, I'll try and leave you a link, but if not, alright, I think I told you, but just so you can get a good look, so you know what to look for. There you go, that should do. Yeah, and I highly recommend it. And also, once you've actually got your seat in position, duct tape up the rest of the straps, because you get loads of strap, which is good, you know what I mean, you get plenty. I wouldn't cut it, just in case, because you may end up getting a different kayak and that seat will be transferable to a different boat. So, but the straps might be longer, so I wouldn't cut the straps. and that goes to anybody. If you get a seat with loads and loads of extra strapping, just roll it up and duct tape it. Don't cut the strapping off, because I'll guarantee you one day you'll think, oh, I'll use that seat on my new boat. Bugger, it won't fit, the straps are too short. Anyhow, I hope this helps you, mags, and anybody else who might have just caught this. Okay then, cheers. I'll get this posted right now for you, love.